afternoon drive. We're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Good evening, everyone. It's the Freddie and Gator Show, otherwise known as meteorologist Elise Ushman and chief meteorologist Dave Roberts. Good to see y'all.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, just working.
Your dad fixed some major appliance at home, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him come over to my house and get to work.
Yeah.
It's
expensive.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. But as far as that goes, you're going to have some nice coffee, I guess, at your house going forward. Me, I'm sticking with my Keurig. When it breaks, I buy a new one. And it really isn't broken. I broke something on my little coffee mug, and that upset me.
Oh, yeah. Did you get that fixed? Didn't you say that?
I ordered a new part. It was $20. I said, I'll do that rather than try to fix it. I was afraid who knew what I was doing. And I didn't like it anyway. It was trapping the coffee in the thing. When I took it apart, I was like, whoa, it's too much. Nah.
Gross.
In the trash. New one, honestly, it's two-sided. That's all it is. Snaps on like suction. Perfect. That's all we need. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah. Don't get crazy.
I mean, that's the problem. We were getting crazy. We're not getting crazy anymore. And we're not getting crazy over the weather either. I mean, it's Tuesday night. We're almost halfway through this week. Oh my gosh.
I am halfway through my week.
Yeah, you are. You're in great shape. I'm going to start doing more of those kinds of things that you do. I just want to get through. You know why we got this month is like crazy. We're going to be in a much better position starting next month and with staffing. And so that's going to be great.
And there's not going to be much happening in the weather by then either.
There better not be.
Well,
okay. Don't do it. But yeah, I'm hoping for that. And so that'll be good. And we're going to keep that going through the rest of the year, hopefully with good staff, good staffing, and making some hopefully decent weather around here without having to worry too much about the craziness, because the craziness won't kick back in until probably later September or really October and November, if it does at all. It doesn't have to. It's under no obligation.
So, we would be fine if it didn't. So
tell us about what you got going on.
All right, well,
I'm
here's
getting
what
all
we're
these
tracking.
spam text messages and phone calls and,
you guys, just a reminder, if you get a text that you owe toll fees, no, you don't.
Paid it.
That's a scam.
I already paid it.
You did?
No. But I do have a toll coming my way because I was in Pensacola last week.
I'm waiting on my tolls to come in the mail.
I'm just going to get the Sun Pass already because I go to Pensacola enough. I feel like I should do it, and I can probably take it with me. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, here's what we're tracking. A little bit muggy for you tonight with some patchy fog, even warmer than last night. Today was much warmer than yesterday. Through Friday, we're going to have near record heat. It's going to be muggy, feeling hotter than the near record heat. And it's going to be windy too, with winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. That will start early tomorrow and continue again through Friday. By the weekend, we're going to be watching for some hit or miss strong storms. And that is because we're going to have all this energy building in the atmosphere. And then eventually a couple of systems that try to move in here, just one after the other. They just really are going to try. But until then, we're going to be dry. So you don't have to worry about having the rain gear with you all the way through Friday. If you want to go to Pepsi Pops Part 2, here's what that's going to look like. Yay. A little bit warm, a little bit muggy, but otherwise, if you're one of the lucky people that gets to pull up on the boat, it's going to be looking good.
There you go.
I just think that's the coolest.
It is the coolest.
So cool. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday are next chance for some rain and maybe some stormy weather. There will be plenty of energy for the stronger storms. Here's your winds. 30 miles per hour by tomorrow morning. That will continue through, again, the end of the week. And here's our temperatures. What do you think about that?
A little toasty, but not records. Close to records, but not records. And that's the important thing. So if we're a record heat, then I'd be like, oh, this is too much. But you know what? We expect 90 degrees in May. So let's not act so surprised.
Yeah, and I said that yesterday too. It's not abnormal for us to start seeing strings of 90s that persist. And of course, especially by the time we get to the end of this month and we head into June, which we're already halfway there, which is redonkulous.
I know. I got to start advertising for friends that have pools. Heated pools. I'm not interested in regular pools.
Heated?
Yeah. I always go for a heated pool.
When it's hot outside.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, I had a heated pool. It was the best thing ever. In the summer, I didn't have the heat on. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But in the winter, you have the heat on.
Right.
Yeah. It was so nice.
Now I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah. That fancy pool that we stayed at in Panama City had it was heated. It was nice. Yeah. And it had a hot tub too.
Oh, really?
Of course, also heated.
You have pictures of that?
I do.
I want to see the pictures of the pool. I might want to go stay there.
You should.
I go where there's a place I go. I tell you this. They got the lazy river, and they've got the heated lazy river. It's a heated lazy river. They keep it 80 something degrees all year round, even in January. And that's the kind of life I want to be living.
Right.
You know. And then my future, my wish list. I want to have a pool one day, and I want to have it heated, and I want to have a dog that jumps in the pool with me. That would be the coolest thing
easily
ever.
Achievable.
I love you saying
all of my dogs like to swim. So
when I grew up, oh really?
Yeah.
How many dogs do you have?
3.
They all swim.
They all swim.
Will they all jump in the pool if you're in the pool?
Well, in the pond.
Well, you know what I mean.
You know.
The pool on.
The pool on.
The pondle. the pondle. So they'll jump in there with you. If they see you in there, they're like, "Oh, we're coming in."
They're probably already in.
Do they like? Oh, so they go on their own.
Oh yeah, they like to just go. They just like to go. My specific dog, who's my baby, is obsessed with splashing in the water. Likes to stand on the edge and splash and bite it, and then he likes to get in and make a couple of laps, or swim all the way across, and then he'll get out on the edge. He'll start splashing again, and he'll do that all day until you take him out.
I love that.
All day
until you say get out.
Yeah.
So I grew up on a lake. And on this lake, my neighbors, they had a dog that was always friendly to us. And this dog was great. And if the dog saw us swimming in the lake, the dog would come to the edge of the dock and be barking and just barking. And then all of a sudden, get in? Lunge and then just jump in with us. And it was always so embarrassing because I was always afraid my neighbors would be like, we just stole their dog. But no, they just, you know what I mean? It was one of the 6 dog wanted to hang out with us and loved it. The dog, and what I loved about dogs, they'd go for the running. They would love the running jump. They know what they're doing. They're good. Yeah. So that was always a lot of fun. My first dog I ever had was scared of the water. It upset me. I used to bring her by the pool and everything.
Aww.
No, she hated it. But
no interest.
The only time we bonded, and it was for life. Like after that day, I was asked to babysit her. It wasn't my dog yet. I babysat her, and there was a giant stork. Okay. And she stalked it. She stalked the stork and went into the pond and didn't know how to swim. And I had to go in the pond and get her, retrieve her.
And then I
brought her back to land. I gave her a talking to. And guess what? I don't know what it was. Whatever I said to her, she was on board from that day forward. We never had a problem again. And believe it or not, she would sleep on my feet going forward from that night on. Cute. Yeah, she was my baby. I've had a couple of babies. I've been lucky with dogs. I'm going to get another dog, but I'm going to mark my words. I will send you the picture one day. I'll say, hey, Elise, look.
My pool and my dog.
Yep.
My dog and my pool.
Dog and my pool. My pool dog.
My pool and my dog.
My dog pool.
Well, basically, the gist of it is we got some stormy weather by this weekend. Yeah. It's hot and muggy until then, and then the heat sticks around going into next week when the storms move out. This is not a cold front situation.
No. These are disturbances that are going to be coming down around in the northwesterly flow. By the way, I want to remind you, this is not your traditional grandparents' weathercast. Okay. Right. This is Freddie and Gator, our alter ego personas. Eagers. Personas, and we talk about whatever, and we do it on our own terms, and that's that. She's got the feels like forecast for you folks. It's gonna be in the mid-90s. Do you have something about the weekend though? Should we tell the kids about the weekend and then wrap this party up? You got big dinner plans tonight? What's for dinner?
I haven't decided yet. I have a steak that needs to be cooked, and I have some salmon that needs to be cooked.
I got salmon too.
Figure out which one I'm gonna make.
When did I take it out? I just remembered that. Maybe I should make my salmon tonight. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You should.
Yeah, I love salmon.
I do too.
Yeah.
I had it last week.
I don't have enough for you. Sorry.
I know.
That's where you're going. Okay. I don't know what you're going.
My
okay.
own.
Oh, well, just saying.
I had it last week, and maybe even the week before
If I
that.
had
I've
enough
gotten
salmon,
into a salmon kick.
Oh, I love salmon.
So,
and I was talking to someone from Alaska the other day. They said you've never had salmon until you've had Alaskan salmon.
that's probably true.
And I believe that.
100%.
Probably so fresh and just like,
delicious.
Yeah, delicious.
Delicious. Yeah, here's your weekend note. It's still orange. Do you think the weather will move out by Saturday by the evening? I'm supposed to go to a concert, Isabel. I'm sorry, it might be here into the evening.
So we don't want to get too close on these time frames right now because it's a little bit of an issue depending on how these systems form and if they really impact our area. Hail and wind are going to be the main primary culprits with this stuff. Can't rule out a tornado, but as far as hail and wind are concerned,
that'll be the main concern.
Yeah, hail and wind.
Yeah.
Wind
but either way, iffy, and Saturday is when we're most likely to see rain. Right now, it looks like maybe Sunday we see a little bit. He said,
"Yep, I saw it there too." Hey, Rob Bussey, what's going on? Good to see you. Patsy Clark is here. Isabel Roberts, I love your last name. So we got some storms that are going to be around this weekend. It's not going to be a weekend washout, but unfortunately it's something you're going to have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Elise over here on my right, aka Freddie, is on call this weekend. Sure. So she may wind up having a really fun weekend with y'all. Just saying.
And if not, I'll be here Sunday anyways.
There you go. That's her dedication. Where's yours?
Yeah.
If she's going to put in the effort to come in on the weekends, we expect all of you to watch as well.
That's
okay. I think that's fair.
I think that's more than fair.
I think that's fair. Yeah. We're going to hold you to it. The Mike Magazine is here. Hey, y'all. What's going on, Mike Magazine?
Hey. Greenville in the building.
All right. Greenville in the house.
In the house.
Hey, Greenville. Thanks for joining us today. They do things differently in Greenville. You know that, right?
How
they drive on the other side of the road.
No, that's not true.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I've only been there once. It felt like everybody was driving on the other side of the road. Maybe I was driving.
Sometimes Mississippi just feels like
they got some good food in Greenville. That's the thing, though. Cook the salmon. We just had that with some couscous.
All right, Amy.
Watch your language, Amy Spratley Mason. This is a family show.
I'll be having mine with rice.
Yeah, I'm going to make rice too. I got the little. I'm going to do instant rice. I'm not going through the whole
instant rice. I don't even have rice. Doesn't take that long to cook. It's like 15 minutes.
You know what my dinner break is. I got to throw the salmon on and boom, make it happen. Yeah, I don't have that kind of 15 minutes. 15 minutes is an eternity. Minutes. Yeah, come on. All right. Well, listen, Elise is very busy. So is Freddie. She's got to go. All right.
Anchoring down our trampolines.
Trampolines should always be anchored down. These storms get crazy anyway here in Mississippi. So, yeah, Megan Evers, definitely anchor that puppy down. You don't want to be flying around on that thing. Hey, Elise has got to go. She's very busy. Did I mention that already? Yes.
Yes.
I've got to go. I'll be on Fox 40 News at 9, WLBT News at 10. We'd love to see you. We have extra seats if you want to watch the show tonight from your own home. And so feel free to do that. And then tomorrow we will repeat the process all over again. Our morning show begins at 4:30 a.m., of course. That'll be with meteorologist Chase Franks. Also meteorologist Ashley Civic, and then we'll be back here tomorrow. She'll be on at noon. We'll rinse and repeat. You know the routine.
Yeah.
No weather expected between now and then of any consequence, except maybe some dense fog overnight tonight or in the morning. So be very careful driving around in that. Until then, y'all have a great night. Enjoy your dinner, and we will talk to you very soon, but hopefully not too soon. Good night.